All right, boom. So this gonna be them reacting to the comment that Lucky made. They're gonna play the video. This is on the No Jumper show last week, and then basically this is what started everything. So yeah, it's gonna be Munchie and Adam reacting to it. We're gonna go to one clip. Well, this was one clip, and then we'll be on to the next one. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, hype, share, hit the notification bell so I'm all there so I could talk to you in the air. Like, hype, share. Let's go.
Everybody thinks, since on this podcast, obviously hit this topic. I want to know what everybody thinks, since on this podcast, obviously we are kind of in charge of policing anti-Black racism by the Mexican community. I feel like that is a service that we.
But that start.
I feel like you've kind of been spearheading that movement, but it feels like there's been a lot of that on this platform, and as a result, right here we have a clip from the Hoodstocks podcast that has ruffled a few feathers. Let's hear it. This is Miss Loca, as well as Lucky from Hoodstocks. And let's hear what they had to say about the recent controversy with Jenny 69 and Blueface.
Blueface is just like...
I can't hear it through my headphones.
I hear it clear.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I already heard it before then, but my shit...
hot right now. Like anything...
But do you think he's a good-looking dude? Black dude? African-American? Booty scratcher?
No comment. I don't really...
Come on.
I don't
There's
really
an
look at
answer.
it.
I mean, do you swing both ways?
No.
No?
Strictly dickly.
Like black dudes?
No.
No? Why not?
No. Penal Code 13.
Oh! That's why she's on Hoodstocks. I mean, I don't have nothing against it. Like, I would be disappointed. I ain't gonna lie.
Loca, what do you think? No?
He's a handsome man right there.
No,
Look at that guy right there. Send me a money order. Look at, I love you. Send me a money order. You gonna send me a money order?
Chale.
Okay. So I appreciate people being their true selves. And as a result, I got to say that Lucky from Hoodstocks seems to me like he's kind of like the one Mexican podcaster who's actually got the nuts to live his racist truth. Because he just said African booty scratcher, and then he admitted that he would have been disappointed in her if she was attracted to Black guys. So it's not like he's fully jumping out the window, but he's living his shit. He's saying the shit that I think a lot of these Raza podcasters want to say.
He did jump out the window when he said African booty scratcher.
Yeah, okay. You're right. You're right.
My first question, baby girl right there, is she bad?
Nah.
I would say not so much.
What you say, Snake G?
Nah.
Yeah, she all right. She can get it. She can get it on a regular day.
What you say, Les?
She all right.
Okay.
They're being nice.
Hey, look, you got a
She looked
Hungary.
like she
listen,
spent some nights outside.
Listen, Hoodstocks, Pinnacle 13. It's widely known that Mexicans got little pitos.
Whoa.
Period. That's the only reason why prostitutes, nigga, they get in the cars with these Mexicans on Fig, Western, Long Beach Boulevard, Sepulveda, Lakerson on these tracks.
You're saying they're ducking the big cocks?
Bro, nigga.
What?
Nigga, that's why you hit some prostitute pussy. They shit still tight.
What?
Little Mexicans. Period.
What?
Period. But shit, Pinnacle 13, for real?
What does Pinnacle 13 mean?
Okay, because
Pinnacle 13, she basically made that she like.
What's the first part?
Penal code, like the code, like in the court.
Penal code.
Penal code is like with the court system.
All she doing is Southside.
Okay, got it.
So let me
stay over there.
Okay,
right, sorry.
Okay, no. Maybe she can't handle this big dick. You know what I'm saying? You will never see her on Blood Talk. Not Blood Talk. Hey, look, listen. Pinnacle 13. Hey, look, listen, bro. Once you go black, you don't go back. I bet you. What is she? She a rapper or she do content?
I don't know.
And she just like one of the regular homegirls or something.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, look. I ain't gonna. I'll FaceTime some Mexican yak right now. What? Hey, look. Stop playing. And I gotta speak up for I mean, not Lush. What's my fat nigga name?
Blueface. Oh,
Flacco.
What Flacco do?
He from Liberia. Booty scratcher. Man, look, bro. You got it
Liberia.
fucked up.
Liberia is funny.
No. Hey, bro. We're gonna overlook the booty scratcher shit. I don't know. I can't speak for nobody, but I'm gonna overlook the booty scratcher shit. You know what I'm saying?
because they're talking about Blueface. They're not talking about like an actual, like, I understand making jokes about like a dude from Africa, but a dude who's a black dude from California who happens to be black, and you could say some African booty, that's pretty racist.
But now
how is Blueface associated with Africa in any way besides being of African descent? You know,
and that's when you tap me in, and
it's just gonna all play. It's just gonna all play into.
And y'all know they had little pitos.
Yeah, it's gonna all play into. You know what I'm saying? The history of Africa is supposed to be an African American ancestor.
No, we know where that comes. Can we do a poll?
So he's still trying
poll
to
about what?
Do Mexicans have little pitos?
I feel like that might be a weird look for us to do a poll about that.
Man, your own look is weird.
It's gonna make it look like we're compounding that narrative, which personally I don't want any smoke with the Mexican.
Okay. Munchie B said, put Munchie B on it.
Sure, there's a lot of who has a bigger dick?
No.
Lucky from hoodstocks or
Munchie B say, do Mexicans got little pitos?
Put Munchie B on it.
Then what's the other poll option?
I'm gonna leave it up to chance. Yeah.
No. Because y'all put a female involved. It ain't pause. She just ain't never got no GERD before.
Do you think that this podcast will go places now that they've kind of outed themselves as being like more anti-black than we've ever like really seen a podcast be? Because Nick Fuentes is huge.
I was gonna say, I mean, like
maybe Lucky's got that kind of arc in him.
Up even more every time.
Nick Fuentes is a white boy who's racist, openly like pro-white, even though he's technically Latino as well. But I mean, he's very popular with his racist ass.
Remember the one white lady that
love hate.
I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I think all the Rasa podcasts they gonna reach the ceiling.
Yeah, I think they already have.
Because they only interview their people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most of the
Hater World don't.
No, Hater World don't. But
all those Mexican podcasts realistically do like 20K or less, which is kind of telling that then you've got certain black or whatever podcasts that do a couple 100,000, you know.
Hey, look, and then full community said, "Oh, Munchie, we do more numbers than Munchie." No, they don't.
Ooh,
they lie, another lie. But I agree to the pull up like Huggies.
I like that
because Wack don't have a diaper company, so we gonna pull up like Huggies. You know what I'm saying?
Then what was Parker wearing on her ass when she was one?
Nothing.
No, she did.
Miss Parker.
No,
Friday?
Parker, the child that I birthed. She wore incredible diapers one time.
Man, that was only one batch. That shit been gone. Fuck you talking about? How many years ago was that, Adam?
That was a couple years ago. Yeah, I ain't seen any since.
Bro, man, Parker been out of, man, come on, man.
That might fool the world.
Parker going to the bathroom, coming back. Y'all didn't even know that she gone.
She rocking blueies now.
Yeah, what? So, like, no.
Shout out my boy
hold on. So
do you think Lucky realized how that came across? Like,
it's kind of like he's
doing when you in the moment.
He's doing like free association. He's like, black, African, like he's kind of like about to say African American, and then he just says like African. It feels like he's not thinking about what he was saying.
Man,
like, I don't really think he's as racist as he looks.
Shout out to Blueface. Blueface ruffle feathers, bro.
Yeah.
When he had Jenny 6ix9ine, that ruffle feathers. That was mad.
And he's the only one who had the nuts to say how he felt about it. So you got to kind of give him credit.
No, a couple of them did. You didn't see it?
But people calling her a whore and shit, but nobody was like, yo, we're disgusted by you hooking up with a black dude, which is, I feel like, what a lot of the Mexicans wanted to say.
I mean,
because
they really made that clear that they was disturbed with her being on camera with a black guy.
Because where was that energy?
All the ones that they just to come right out like him, but you could for sure like, oh yeah, they don't like that even from
though, because like Baldacci was like basically like
Capone came out, Hater World came out like
Hater World was cool, right?
No, Hater World, they didn't, like I said, they didn't really say nothing bad, but they was like, oh, well, wasn't they like, man, like, look at this, what's doing?
I think Hater World was being kind of cool with it. I could be wrong.
I don't remember that because we put the clips up on what's her name. Like only person that spoke, I was like, man, like basically, bro, that's her body. She could do what she do and do what she want to do.
Baldacci.
I still feel very strongly about the fact that I don't think that he I think he would have just told us by now.
Oh, Blueface.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe not. Because hey, look. I know
I'll
about
ask him. I can find out for
on
real.
my daughters. I know a body that Blueface got that I can't disclose because it's like somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't just repeat shit.
Oh,
But Blueface knocked some shit down, and the way he interact in the metaverse, I'm like, okay, it makes sense.
the metaverse is crazy.
But I don't trust people on the back channel to even say things as far as no jumper shit because they get out like I like X, Y, and Z. But
He
you know
just
what I'm saying?
said he what's that girl name? It's from Texas.
P Killer,
Nah, not P Killer.
the fuck is that?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, he got top from her. He said right after she got shot. He said he gave her a foot rub.
Yeah, he snitched on himself.
for that time.
Well, she's supposed to got blasted.
I'll do the trade.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy both parts of it. Really, the problem with the foot rub is that I get so turned on during the foot rub that then I put my in you for 10 seconds. I'm about to nut because the foot rub get me all riled up.
Feet gotta be
It's
pretty.
over
though.
with.
It's
I just
over
want,
with.
did you feel any shrapnel in the feet when he was rubbing
See,
it?
that's what I'm saying.
That's the
He has
question.
a more valid perspective on if she got shot in the foot than everybody besides like the doctors.
Blueface knows.
Yeah, he know the
He
truth.
knows.
I don't think he ever said free Tory.
No, he never said it.
Free who?
Free Tory.
Said it.
He never said free Tory.
I mean, he ain't free. Who have you heard him say free though? So he can't-
Blueface?
yeah,
Probably the Crips. I don't know.
yeah, the Crips.
Right.
He ain't got no relationship with Tory. Ain't no need to say
Yeah.
free Tory. They ain't
Yeah.
got no
But a
need
lot
to
of
know
people
nothing.
were saying free Tory that we thought were like damn near Tory ops, but just because they hate Meg so much.
Nah, hey, we feel like if we
Blueface
feel his
don't hate
pain
Meg, right?
because we all know
You
she
don't hate
hard.
her, but you got to assume that he got like the utmost respect for her since he got some top for her and then immediately went on a podcast and started
Hey,
talking about it.
Hey,
Not immediately. He waited a couple of years.
I'm snitch bashing, but I ain't gonna lie. I Megan. You baby,
Oh
whatever.
man,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
That's
If
not,
you
not
won't
a,
fuck-
I'm not
if
standing
you
on
won't
business.
fuck Meg Thee Stallion,
you're
you
gay.
gay, or you
I'm
are
gay.
a committed racist.
Yeah.
Megan?
Two options.
If you don't want to Megan, you're
Oh,
probably.
you just said don't.
yeah. If you don't.
Yeah, I'll f- her tall ass on my tippy toes on family pieces. Hey, no.
She looks so good. I'll suck on her daddy's.
Big
Vanilla Biggie.
Massage your daddy's balls.
hip hop don't.
Suck your daddy's dick.
Hip hop don't. I ain't that much.
She
into
looks
hip-hop
so
either.
good. I'll
Double
eat
bar
her
like
dad's ass. I can say that because Big said that.
Yeah, Big said.
You know,
He
it's
didn't
like,
make it
what,
cool.
so if you want to call me gay, now you got to call.
Hey, Stan, you think that shit cool?
What?
You sucking the daddy dick because the
Nah,
bitch bad?
I ain't doing all that though. But you know,
It's
Yeah.
a Richard
it just
Pryor
don't
joke.
sound
I know,
right in my head.
he pods so good. I'll suck on his daddy's dick. See, that don't work.
Nah,
My dad
none of that shit
appreciates
work.
None of that shit works, man.
None of that shit
Putting
work.
the tool in your mouth.
Long
man.
live Big though. He the greatest. He one of the greatest.
Nah,
Mount
Big
Rushmore,
shouldn't
but
did it
that,
like that,
he
though,
could have
you
saved
know.
that shit.
A lot of people don't know this, but we were supposed to do an episode today with the food community. We were supposed to have Comparator back for his first time in a long time, as well as the other guys. And unfortunately, it was shut down by Munchie B right here.
The mayor.
The mayor.
He said, I'm not going. I'm not down. So hopefully we have a collaborative episode in the works sooner or later. But Munchie, why did it feel so serious that you were unwilling to sit down with these young Mexicans?
Because if I'm sitting down with somebody, I want to come to some kind of common ground, and I want to talk to like-minded people. They not like-minded
What is getting in the way of that? What's not like-minded about them?
because they standing on what they stand on. They got a no censoring policy when something being disrespected, some disrespectful verbiage towards my folks. I'm not cool with that. And then when you got a younger of your same ethnic group, he made a error in his past, but instead of like discussing in the right manner, y'all pacified it, and then like so y'all just, you know what I'm saying, y'all just sucking on whoever come on y'all platform versus like saying the real. You know what I mean? And me and them type of people, we don't miss well. So if you just that type of person, ain't no reason for us to dialogue. Call your big homies. Like,
So you think they're genuinely racist? Because they left somebody in the podcast episode, they said the M word, which is Mexican version of the N word, I guess, the hard R. and you weren't happy about that. That's the main issue because I feel like you would be someone who would like generally be pretty open-minded to racists.
I'm not.
No,
Far from it.
I feel like you have kind of like an edgy sense of humor that you could appreciate. Like
That was no sense of humor.
I feel like you would sit down with a white supremacist.
For real.
Or like a
Look at him.
a Muslim terrorist, or like somebody who's like kind of somebody who's got ops, right?
Nah, white
Like even like a Mexican like dude who just straight up says he doesn't like black people. Like I'm kind of surprised that you're not willing to
but
try to see what that's like.
Guess what? If it's the Mexican dude that straight up say he don't like black people, that's a conversation to be had. I've been on these prison yards with them type of people, and like, hey, let's see why he feel that way. Not these people that's in a Party City costume, acting like they know what the they talking about. They ain't even been nowhere. They can't they don't have it. Come on, bro. Anybody that's gonna eat a blunt full of tobacco for a no jumper job ain't my type of guy. What are we talking about? Call your big homie, bro. I don't want to talk to you.
You gotta be opinionated. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't opinionated, then you ain't got nothing to talk about.
They not standing on nothing. I don't want to. Like, I was willing to talk to P-Face because it was some discrepancies, and we could like talk and get that out the way.
So do all them bang?
No,
they don't bang, and comparator might as well not bang.
Why you say that?
Because he's in bad standings from where he's from, and he ate a blunt for Adam. He had a blunt full of
know he's in bad standings. Can you vouch for that?
I mean, I'm not from Missouri. Like,
have you heard about that though?
No, I mean, I'm not from Missouri.
So we had a blunt on the table, and I was doing an interview with him, and he was this dude comparator, right? And he basically was saying that he wanted to be a part of the
No Jumper,
about a part of No Jumper again because he used to be part of it. And I said, as a joke, because there's a blunt just laying on the table, big fat backwood. I said, "You want to be a part of No Jumper? Eat the backwood." He said, no. I'm like, "For real, do it." And he goes, "You for real?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm for real. Eat the backwood." Ate a backwood.
Sent them out.
Never seen anything like it in my whole life.
And he don't even smoke like that. So he was like,
he don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
So imagine what that thing did to him.
But was the backwood full of weed or tobacco?
Weed.
Either way, bro.
It was a rolled backwood. That was at least probably $20.
They're gonna be talking about that for 20 years from now.
But that's the whole thing, Munchie. I feel like it would have been dope.
No job.
if you had everything you just said,
Adam, I probably would have tripped on you like King Pill. And here you made me eat that blunt now.
I didn't make him. He chose. He reached down and picked it up and chewed it up.
We made a deal.
It was by choice. P was by choice.
I would have been up here next Tuesday with like, hey, at the door, man.
I was trolling him, but he did not seem to get that.
But that's what would have made this episode fire too, or that like episode with us.
Hey man, I'm not content like that though. I'm not super content, bro. I'm not. Look. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not like sometimes I'm serious about. I'm not super content. Everything ain't content to me, bro.
So this past content.
I ain't trying to smoke them weird ass niggas. I ain't trying to. But like, certain people ain't even worth the. Where's your big homies? That's worth this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to run up the totem pole and get to the real ops?
No, ain't none of them ops.
Who they answer to?
Man, they answer to the Southerners, all Mexican residents, because they answer to the threat aides. Call the big dogs, because you ain't even y'all not versed for this.
But you're looking at it like a gang thing. We're looking at it more like a podcast thing, where like whoever their gang big homies are is kind of irrelevant. Like
you have really solid points too, and you've been popping it, and it like makes sense. And I feel like I would like to hear their response in real time and see that dialogue unfold and what could be learned.
Yeah, like one of the best things podcast wise is to sit down with somebody that you have issues with and like get to the heart of it. I feel like that like the Gumby thing. I see a clip of Gumby talking about me on a vlog. Boom, I hit him up. Let's do a podcast.
But it'd be kind of crazy. Like sometimes when people go on podcasts and they like say it's untruthful and call you out your name and bring stuff into it that don't have nothing to do with nothing, and then expect it down like the next week. Like what the?
I agree, but that's why we are the perfect tie that binds, because we have a good relationship with the food community. We have a good relationship with you. We can make sure that it was respectful, and that if they were disrespectful, that we would kick them the out, go outside and eat a backwood.
Instead, if they got a team full of people, they're gonna spread out. Man.
We're not gonna let them bring
Team
like
full of people.
20 goons in
Man,
here or
look,
anything.
bro.
We're gonna keep it all professional.
And let me tell you something, Stan G. Nobody care about them numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Because that's how it is in jail. It be a million Mexicans and a few blacks. We all that's not nothing. Even the blind ain't nothing, nigga. Like when you get sprayed in your shit, nigga, you can't see shit. You don't stop fighting, nigga. Like that. Nigga, I swear to God, bro. That's what I'm saying. I be laughing at people because a lot of they'll pop it to me, and I'm cool because I'm on camera. I like podcasting, but I really get my hands on there. I'll f somebody up. I don't need to.
I'm gonna turn your ass to whack ass.
No, you gotta turn me. Man, whack ain't even a discussion. We gonna leave that nigga out of this shit.
I knock him out of the shoes. I'm gonna turn your ass.
Hit him. Whatever. But
Cash.
But no, I'm just saying like, but no, I'm saying, but who the smart nigga over there? Is it Prime? I keep hearing Prime name.
Prime is smart.
Yeah.
Prime is smart. Rich Homie Juan is smart as well. Raider's definitely not stupid. He just like his on
He's the
camera
mascot.
Yeah,
He's a cloud chaser.
his on camera personality is very easy to make people think that he's not the brightest dude, but he's actually very smart as well. Or else he wouldn't have his other shit going on that he do.
No, I mean,
I don't think they meant bad. I know it was retarded.
Oh, the Hooters, nigga, the police, nigga, police.
Yeah,
got me up.
They called you the police?
Yeah, because he said this P-Face said. I'm trying not to keep bringing up P-Face. He's like, oh, he talking about politic on camera. That's just our lingo. Well, I'm just saying like let's holler. You know what I'm saying? Let's politic, not just. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
so politic on camera. The Hooters. Police, like now you being disrespectful. But I mean, like let's put it together. Let's put it together and come and talk regular, nigga. I don't want to hear that stupid ass shit, nigga.
Like the police, but I mean, I just be laughing like this police because I just heard this again.
I've been
yesterday.
around you for too
Police
long, bro,
and
I see, bro. You
ain't
take
nobody
shit
getting
serious.
arrested, and we ain't talking about no unsolved cases. So what the f is you talking about? Like,
right?
My boy,
talking about somebody to hoot us.
My boy Moose Man said, I asked food community about the M-word clip, and he said he went back and censored it. Prime and Juan can have a nuanced conversation with Munchie on race.
Hey, I respect. I like Moose Man.
Me too.
Yeah, Moose is fire.
Moose bad.
No, I like.
He's vouching for him.
No, Moose bad. Bad with Moose bad.
No, I like Moose Man on everything. I rock with Moose Man for sure.
So it's Raider that pissed you off the most, low key, or you felt was the most in violation. Would you say that, or?
Hey, I didn't even know it was Raider. Like when I was hearing it, his voice said, "Oh, Huda." That didn't sound like Raider.
Is Huda
Maybe
racist?
Huda means racist. That means cop.
That's the police.
Yeah, that means cop.
Man, come on, man. People.
Huda.
Hey,
Start saying that shit.
They
That
been
sounds
at my mama's house throwing trash cans upside down for years. Nigga bothering the nigga taking the job.
Oh, they really do that Friday shit out here?
What, nigga? That's why, nigga, this case on fire right now. I ain't taking probation.
My mama been traumatized, you know what I'm saying, for raids.
I'm not taking probation, nigga. I'm too old to be supervised, nigga. Whatever. A gun is what, 16? What? Like, we go to trial. I don't give a like I don't want no what's that shit called? Probation. They IPD got it out for me. They knock on my door to my probation check with no probation officer just to come in my house and you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, nigga. I've been the #1 target over the years all my life. Bitch, don't play with me, no police. But pull them up like Huggies. Lord, set it up.
Oh.
Hey, but I ain't.
Whoa, okay, let's go.
Pull up like Huggies.
No, but I ain't with the gimmick. Like when it's serious conversations, bro, it's a time to be serious and it's a time not to. And people don't know how to turn it on and turn it off. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they want to be disrespectful or anything.
So much you know to turn it on and turn it off.
No, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna play with the double. I'm gonna play with the double those twins, nigga. Nigga, I'm gonna shoot jokes with my flesh. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm dead he roach and all that little shit. But then like when it's and that's why I corrected myself. I went wrong and I should have known not to be playing with the boy 607 Unk.
No.
I shouldn't be talking gangbang shit with this weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And I opened that door and he's slide remover and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with. I shouldn't be even playing with weirdos.
Why you swing on his head down?
Because nigga, I didn't want to.
Plus, he was like, across the room.
But
he been calling me.
I ain't gotta explain that, but
yeah, he been calling me. He want me to come over his house after this.
Yeah, he was trying to get me to do an episode this week, but he just always hits me up so last minute. He's bailed on me mad times. I just don't even feel like locking the shit in, and it's always.
He told me to bring him up here with me.
I was
always so last minute.
I was gonna go down to Vegas like some months back with to go gamble. I was going to, you know what I'm saying, do something.
But I wanted to holler at you though.
Nah, see, okay, he tapped in with my boy from Hoover, and he just want to holler at you on the phone first, and then like, you know what I'm saying, maybe we can do some content and shit, whatever. But
who? You?
Yeah.
Hey, somebody said that you and Compa are beefing over Angie Smalls.
Angie, my dog, never. Me and Angie ain't. No,
like that's a narrative.
Angie, my dog.
That is fucking hilarious.
Shout out, the computer laughing over there.
Shout out, Latin affiliated.
Used to work here?
Yeah, shout out to Angie.
No, Angie, good people. She a good girl.
But
Hip hop ain't that important.
Anybody watching the Diddy documentary?
Seen it all.
I've seen the first half.
Yeah,
first 2 episodes.
I'm gonna knock it out all in one night because I'm behind.
I'm gonna try to finish this.
I went to the Kim Porter funeral though. Real talk.
Really?
Did you?
Why was you there?
Well, I went there because it was in Georgia. I was staying in Georgia, and it was open to the public.
You didn't know her or anything? You were just like, man, I'm gonna go turn up.
I would usher them out and look it up, Stan G. And
did you interview anybody?
I was just walking up the phone, talking to him, and I recorded when Diddy said, "I ain't scared."
Did you interview anybody?
Kim Porter's funeral.
No, Diddy said that he went up on it. Just look it up right now. Look up Stan G and did Kim Porter.
Did you interview anybody?
Be like, this crazy. You couldn't have no phones at that time. So I had to get my John in though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was some real deal. Like, dude.
I ain't going to your funeral if I don't know you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I had to go to that John. Then she said she was finna write the book, the tell-all book, and then she ended up getting knocked off. And that's the crazy thing about it.
Diddy didn't do that.
Man, he jumped on
hey, bro, you been putting murders on all day.
I'm just saying I be at these places.
Nah, all that, nigga.
It just be what it's gonna be. That's what he said. I ain't.
Nah, you think because you live in the South, you could put murders on.
I ain't saying I could put murders on nobody, but you know they put it on themselves.
No, they didn't. That
these folks put it on themselves at that point.
No. That.
But the craziest part of that whole documentary, as far as new information, is Diddy billing Biggie's funeral to the Biggie estate.
Yeah,
that is we never knew that, and then trying to act like he was doing this altruistic thing. He was being so giving.
I see you about the transition, but what was wrong with that?
I mean, the lack of transparency.
Yeah, like, are you like, is your label always expected to pay for your funeral?
What's wrong with that?
Because I would think they usually don't.
The whole way it seemed and the way he was coming across, Godfather Puff, everybody kind of assumed that he was footing the bill and taking care of it.
No,
but the crazy part about it is that it wasn't just like he had them pay for the funeral. It was that he put on the craziest, most lavish funeral, which is
they died.
But it's weird. It's weird because if you think about it, like, isn't the funeral kind of a marketing expense?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, I feel like that's how Diddy would justify it.
Nah, back then we not looking forward to rappers dying like we do now.
But even as like doing a concert.
But the album technically dropped after he died, right? Didn't it drop like a week after he died?
Could y'all answer my question?
But that kind of changes the dynamic of your question when you're talking about somebody that's you're marketing an artist that is no longer.
No. My original question: if somebody died and they use his estate to pay for his own funeral, he got it to pay it. What's wrong with him?
Because the whole time it's basically Big paid for his own death.
Okay,
and the whole and Biggie's and Puffy's entire empire was built on the back of Big's success. To this day,
so he's supposed to pay for it.
To this day, there's not a bigger artist that Puffy ever worked with than Big.
If one of y'all died and I reached out and said, yo, I'm going to pay for the funeral, that would be viewed as a very, very nice gesture on my part.
Right. But you don't got to do it.
But I don't think anybody would like expect me to do it. Now, if you're the boss or the manager or whatever, and you didn't help at all, then yeah, I guess I could see people being judgmental about that. But the idea that Diddy was gonna pay for it, like the way it's presented in the film, is like it was so obvious that he should have paid for it, and then he didn't. But I do kind of feel like it's sort of weird to just assume that the manager or that the guy who owns his catalog or he was signed to or whatever. Was necessarily
But hold on. But have you ever said out of his mouth that did he ever try to portray that he was paying for something?
But that doesn't matter because
no, I'm asking yes or no.
That doesn't matter because the fact of the matter is this.
Yes or no. You booking me, bro.
I don't. That doesn't matter because here's the thing: we are all.
I don't feel comfortable with my raspy voice.
Listen. We are all grown men. Biggie was a dude that died when he was 24. That Puffy snatched about Brooklyn when he was barely 20.
You have an opportunity to go ahead.
Gave an opportunity to as well. 1,000%. So there's like a completely different dynamic. You wouldn't necessarily be expected to pay for it. And let's say one of us die and you front and center at the funeral, sitting up front with my mom, and all that. And it looked like you're this big mafia figure, Don, and you're paying Sting for remixes about the song tributing to your legacy in life. Hey, one would assume that you were paying for it.
But you know what part of it is too, though, is the fact that if you die and I pay for the funeral, I'm actually coming out of pocket for that, because realistically it's like, are you gonna like make me a ton of money by dying? Probably not really, but we all know that when Biggie died, Puffy instantly made millions of dollars off the music.
Yes.
And in comparison to that, spending, I don't know, like a couple $100,000 on the funeral. I mean, considering that you're going to be making an insane amount of money off this for the rest of your life. I mean, yeah.
Come on, it just like, so I just feel like certain things in life goes without saying. Like, just like, you got to know when to be honorable. You know what I'm saying? Just like you know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You feel me? Like, I think they both helped each other in a situation. Like Biggie was given opportunity, but Puff was actually given opportunity because Andre Harrell really didn't know what to do with Biggie. So when he kicked Puff out, he allowed Puff to take Biggie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the only thing I'm going to let you do is take him with you, but I'm keeping everything else. And, you know, Biggie, it was like it was built off Biggie back. So the right thing to do was to pay for it, you know what I'm saying, instead of billing his estates.
So that's the guidelines people putting down today, right?
But it ain't no guidelines that people putting down. I mean, bro, that just goes to show, bro. Like this you calling this your best friend, this a relationship, he put you in a position. Like at the end of the day, yeah, he got his own bag. You got a bigger bag, but he made you this bag and now he deceased. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you pay for it? Why wouldn't you pay for the film?
Wait. An estate manager clarified some rumors stating that Combs did not use Biggie's money for the funeral as had been suggested, but I don't know because this is from the AI, so I don't know if that's actually true.
That's like the main takeaway, and you can look it up. Like in every single review of the documentary will say that is like one of the main new pieces of. And on top of that, something else that we haven't mentioned yet is the fact that what the documentary kind of does is portray Puffy as a mafia boss, and essentially that Bad Boy Records never really made that much money. Bad Boy Records, though, what it was pivotal for his influence, his public image, the amount of power
at the time,
he wielded.
That was his main source of income at the time.
But
later in life, it became other things.
Correct, because it wasn't enough to sustain the empire that he subsequently wound up building.
Bad Boy was making money. Like, you know, he was making Biggie went platinum, and he had Craig Mack going platinum at one time.
100%.
And they was even talking about it, like how they wasn't even getting no money. She like, man, he got a platinum song, and he got to call and ask Puff if he can borrow money. Like we never seen no money. She's like, I remember one day he told Puff, like, man, I'm hungry, man. Like, you know, like if we need some money to eat, man, I know the record doing. Like, you know, let me hold something until, you know what I'm saying, I get paid for the royalties or something. Said Puff Daddy went in his pocket and handed that man $100 bill.
I think he had a real grudge against Craig Mack. That shit's crazy.
Hey,
but also, just for the record, the funeral thing, Diddy's son is contesting it, and I think the estate manager as well. So that does kind of make me feel like, wow, that's crazy if like the biggest viral headline, the biggest takeaway from a whole 4-part series is very dubious and possibly not true. That's crazy.
But if it was true, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it.
portraying yourself as being more giving and than you really are when you're actually
because he dancing around in the video. He portraying
well, not just that. Is that you're making it seem like your entire life is now dedicated.
He said it. In the video, he had said it on camera. Said like, man, this is my best friend, man, this and that, and they was just showing like a lot of people he was having.
So
he had sad songs about trying to simp to get J-Lo back, where he's making love to Frank White music. So
let's just say like if God forbid if Lil Wayne passed away, his service is supposed to be on Birdman.
I think Birdman gonna do the thing because
why?
That's probably the worst example you could have used. To be honest,
man, bro, Nick, I gave you your wings. You done flew. You got bread.
You say you my daddy. What the is you talking about?
But you said I gave you your wings. Like we started out, okay, you might have gave me my wings, but like when it was pivotal and Cash Money left, who held this down?
How much money do you owe me?
I made the transition. Then I went in and even furthermore got Drake and Nicki.
Exactly.
Like,
and how much money do you owe me?
I built this for sure. So I mean, like, no, you ain't got to, but that's what I'm saying. Like in life, you gotta know in your dealings, bro. Like your spirit, like, gonna lead you on when being honorable. If let's just say I'm that got 10 million and I know you got 2 million and we doing business with each other, nigga, you pass, nigga, my bag bigger, bro. We had a relationship, bro. Like, nigga, this, bro, I got that.
Basically, a few months back, Trap Lord Ross went to the 40s with Faux Extra. A lot of people probably remember seeing this was a tease. There was like a behind the scenes that DC Baby Drago did that honestly seems like it kind of stole the thunder from this piece of content because that was like multiple months ago. And now the full thing is dropping with Ross interviewing Faux Extra. And they basically, they go to the place where he blew his hand off. According to Faux Extra, because there's only 2 parts of this out right now. He's dropping in like 5-minute clips, right? And he's basically like talking about where he blew his hand off. It didn't happen in a car. That's the number one thing. He said that he lit it, threw it, it didn't blow up. He reached down to grab it, and it blew up in his hand. So I don't know how we ended up with like such a different version of
but not in the car.
So his friend wasn't affected in this.
As far as the story he tells, no. Now, he could be telling a fake version of the story.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
You don't believe it?
He tried to drive by and throw it in a motherfucker.
I mean, I know for a fact, I heard the dude name who have his ear and his face blew off, but I just forgot it. The older dude from 40s. So that's a lie.
The version of it that he's telling is totally different. Now, he could be not telling that version of the story because maybe from an insurance perspective or a legal perspective, maybe he doesn't want to say it, but the version that he tells in the video is what I said, that he went to throw it, he went to grab it, and then, whatever. But
he fell off so bad. I ain't gonna.
We could discuss if that's true or not. But either way, so the full version of this video is available to Cam Capone News subscribers, and it's on a different tier. It's on the $10 tier as opposed to the $5 tier. So
smart.
You pay $5 a month, you get early access to Cam Capone's interviews. You spend $10 a month, you get that, but you also get to see the Faux Extra content ahead of time. Now, I am not at this time a Cam Capone member, but I have my ways. I was sent a copy of this footage. Towards the very end of the hour and 10-minute video, Faux Extra finally speaks on the 22-ster.
Oh,
for a couple of minutes. There's a lot to unpack about it, but the gist of it, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love seeing Trap Lord Ross sit there and kind of nervously nod and try to change the topic when he's talking about me. That was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, but he sounds very hurt. Even before he starts speaking about me, honestly, he's in a very emotional, like you have never seen this emotional depth from Faux Extra
emotional
before.
Intelligence, is that fair to say?
You have intelligent. He talking about being vulnerable and emotional.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyway, so he's speaking about me. He's getting very in his feelings, and he makes it clear that it really, really hurt him to see me laughing about what happened to him while he was still in the hospital. Now, I have gone back. I've checked the records. Good news for 4 Extra. I was not laughing at you, which should be obvious. I don't know if he's even like pretended to see this footage, but like the idea that I was laughing at him is crazy. Now, what actually is happening in the video that was while he was still in the hospital? Now, granted, I did crack jokes later on, but the thing that was enough for 4 Extra to write me off was the fact that Munchie makes a joke. I like literally am sitting there like not laughing. Like, yeah, real. The whole room's laughing. I'm not laughing. It's like, I was going so hard trying to not laugh at some undeniably funny jokes, and that was enough to ruin the 4 Extra friendship. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't give a fuck at this point. It feels like this is just, nobody really cares about this as much as me. It still hurts me in my heart that I put so much time and effort and money into building this guy up, and that he just threw me to the side like a dog. As soon as because it's like, listen, I do a podcast with Munchie. He doesn't like you. Want to know why he doesn't like you? Is because you and him are ops, and you've had words before in the past. You guys are never going to get along, and it's just like it hurts so bad that 4 Extra, like, as soon as Munchie makes one joke, just decides to like blame this on me. But also one last thing is like, you did buy, according to him, $6,000 worth of fireworks, and then you blew off your hand. Like, how do you at a certain point not feel like, okay, you got to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit?
$6,000 worth.
That's what he says. Doesn't make any sense to me. I have no, like, $6,000 worth. Is that's going to be like a couple pickup trucks?
Buy some Dracos instead. At that point.
It did sound crazy to me too. But all I'm saying is that the fact that he can't find it within himself to realize that other people, specifically your ops, people that like you really don't get along with, are going to find humor in this when you were going around acting like the toughest guy on earth for all these years. It's just like, are you serious? Like this, for the 4 Extra thing in particular, might be the biggest reminder I've ever got that you just can't do business with dummies over and over and think that it's going to work out all right. I can't keep stooping down and trying to make stars out of people and succeeding, to be totally fair, because as soon as they get one person in their ear, they're just going to f it up.
Is there anything, because we know that he's clearly being very reactionary and kind of jumped out the window, and despite the fact of him going through this really traumatic situation, is there anything that you wish that, or you feel like you could have done differently in dealing with him in this situation?
No, I handled it perfectly, and he's behaving like a child. That's my honest opinion.
Do you feel like there's people that have been in his ear that?
Yeah, of course, from day one. Yeah, I mean, he was honestly kind of hating on me even when he was still in the hospital before I had even had a chance to speak on it, because I tried to go to the hospital and got rejected, even though, and then later they told Remo, oh, we thought that he was going to want to film something. Why would you think that? All I said was I was going to pull up. I said I was going to pull up alone too. And then somehow that still became, oh, we thought he was going to try to film something. That's when I knew right away, oh shit, he got people in his ear trying to, because keep in mind, he was trying to get 50K.
Did you try?
He couldn't get 5K, but he tried to get 50K.
Did you try to like reach out to him independently? Like,
yes,
just be
instantly,
like,
the whole time. Yeah, the whole time. I was trying to reach
what
out.
was the breaking point?
For who?
It was just like, I was sitting, like 3 days after he blows his hand off, I'm sitting on the podcast with Munchie, and Munchie makes a joke about it. And I didn't really like laugh. I like specifically said that I didn't think it was funny, and like, oh, I don't want to make jokes like that. But that was enough. He ended the whole relationship over that. It's kind of crazy.
Hey,
there's a lot of political shit.
Is out the window.
Yeah, and he made it like he acted like I like convened a panel of all his ops so that we could have like a big anti-4 Extra meeting. When in reality, that whole episode, I'm still showing him love the whole time. He invented all this in his head.
If something like that happened to me, you guys would be laughing about it so much more. It's insane.
Hey, look, bro.
Oh, wait, if you blew your hand, exactly. Yeah. Think about it. If you blew your hand off.
That happened to Lush.
Like, listen, Munchie had an incident that honestly was not that honestly is like way more serious and stuff. It's not like
I wouldn't be like
how much he lost his vision was from like a super serious real world situation, and still he's able to like laugh at himself from time to time, make a joke about the blind thing, whatever, and like be adjusted to it. It's like if you're gonna blow your hand off with a firework, which is like way less of a real situation, you're gonna have to be able to figure out how to laugh at yourself at a certain point.
You think Munchie always bet like that though?
Probably
question.
not instantly. If I had to guess.
No.
Like Munchie been. I don't know.
Yeah, he had like 15 years to get used to it.
No, that's a good question.
You know, the nigga pretty sure and heard everything you can hear. You know what I'm saying, pertaining to blind. You know, this is a fresh situation, and like I said, everybody differently. Like regardless. What a person portray, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers got emotions.
The truth hurt.
You feel me? Like when shit hurt, like I know how I feel. Like I said, like me just shit, look, me and I'm a tough motherfucker. Like me blowing my I would have been crying.
For sure.
Right there on the spot. Like if that was like the real photos they were showing of his, like he was just right there, just like looking like in shock. Nigga, my shock, I probably would have been yelling. Like, man, my shit gone. Like, man.
You'd probably be in shock too because like the human mind has defense mechanisms.
He said he has like 5.5 hours where he didn't remember anything after he blew it off.
I believe that.
Just so that's a crazy number. Like, I can't even imagine.
But that makes a lot of sense as far as trauma.
Hey, to answer you, Aunt, right? Look. I got this little paperwork I got from the hospital after I got shot. Like my lawyer like wanted to like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I had to show it to my lawyer, like, oh, is he really, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So I didn't know that going through it, like they do it like just like you question, oh yeah, we told Mr. Banks, and or like, you know what I'm saying, what I responded all the little shit, right? Now I'm like, if you read it, he told him X, Y, and Z. He tried to explain further. He shook hands with him and he said further things they could do. Like he just not said nothing. And hey, bro, look, I embraced it, bro. I'm cool with it, but I didn't lose myself on firework. I lost the game banging. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is. It was a freak accident. They get with his shit, so his shit different. Like I knew what time it was when I got shot. My shit hit different. And then another thing, you been on the limelight, you going viral, bro. You're on a podcast with 5 million subscribers, bro. So now, nigga, if you fall, you remember he tried to kick the shit and fail. They go laugh, bro.
That was viral literally the day before, yeah.
But I'm saying, but anything you do, bro. So nigga. Like you gotta expect that. What are you not expecting? I just think my thought process and I look at shit different and I approach things different. Now that dude, nigga, I said a joke. Nigga, we had Ant nigga on the phone talking about that was tacky. No, the f it wasn't. It just that Ant wouldn't have said it. Nigga, bro, I hear all kind of jokes. I ain't crying. I'm not tripping. And then
were you more sensitive at first though?
No,
did it take
I was never sensitive. No, because right, look. And then to this thing, it ain't the ops thing, right? Because there's a lot of ops on the internet. I don't speak on. I would have never spoke on 4 extras until he lied. Locked him out, woke him up, like talking about the homie. You know what I'm saying? And the homie don't do the internet, so I spoke for the homie, and that's where it started at. I never said 4 extras name before that. All the little reaction channels go look back. I never did.
The thing that pisses me off about it is that he's basically lying because he had already switched up on me before I even had a chance to speak about him on the podcast. And it wasn't him switching up on me because of anything I did. It was him switching up on me because he thought that he could get a bigger bag somewhere else. And then the actual thing that happened is that he wasn't able to, like, nobody was willing to give him a bag. He thought he was going to get $50K. Nobody would give him $5K
for the interview.
That's what I'm saying. And now he ended up having to sell the content for way cheaper, all because he mismanaged the situation. He thought that he was going to be able to get this crazy bag somewhere. So he like invented this fake offense, like as if I said something bad about him or as if I was laughing at him all crazy, which if you go back and look at the footage, it's not real. And now but then he chooses to act all sensitive about the fact that I was sitting with Munchie and King Pill as if that wasn't already the plan. That he blows his hand up 3 days later on the No Jumper show. King Pill was booked earlier than 3 days before that. Like he was already supposed to be on the podcast. We had already been having conversations about him being a consistent presence on the podcast. Like my idea was that he was going to be on every week because I thought that he might add some like comedic element to it, which, you know, once he actually came, it wasn't really that comedic.
Campaigning for
yeah, the King Pill thing. I was going hard for King Pill at that time.
We all, this whole pod, we were excited about King Pill.
Nah, hell no. Flacco.
Oh yeah,
and
not everybody.
Flacco was hating on him. That is true.
Flacco was verbally abusing him.
Anyway, I just wanted to speak on it because there is going to be a little bit of a viral clip of 4 Extra looking like a droopy dog, kind of whining and crying about the fact that he allegedly had this bad thing done to him. And so I just wanted to warn people that content is out there. You can pay for $10 for the month. You can watch it on Cam Capone. Somebody could clip it. It could go viral even before the content is released to the public. Cam Capone might beat your ass.
I just wish you guys, you and 4 Extra could have had at least one conversation where it's just the two of y'all without any outside.
We did. We had one conversation, and he tried to invite me to the studio so he could kill me.
Well, again, like
I don't think he was going to do that, though.
I think I was going to die.
A genuine dialogue.
I don't think he was going to do that.
Yeah, I don't.
I was going to die.
Man, why you ain't go to the studio?
I didn't want to die.
Got the Godfather call.
No, because
I think he genuinely wanted to talk.
Let me explain something to y'all.
Nothing would have happened.
You said it was you and him, right?
And I've spoken to other people that have concurred about this, but basically, like, he's so mad at the world, but he can't go shoot a firework. So instead, he's like mad at me because he can't actually be mad at the thing. Like, who does he actually have reason to be mad at? Himself. That's it. Well, he can't beat himself up, so instead he's got to be mad at like someone else. He just kind of picked me because that was the easiest person to hate on. But man, did he misjudge that situation. Like as a chess player, he just really made the wrong moves.
So you really felt if you went to the studio, he was gonna get you?
I think I would have died, yeah, for sure. I think I would have got that fresh nub hate. Like he would have took one look at his nub, bah, 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 bah. Like I think he like that. That's what I really think. Yeah,
he would have put the fire on you,
bro. But so in the video, he kind of shows the nub.
Oh,
he doesn't take the entire bandage off, but he kind of like takes like some of the bandages off and kind of shows it to the camera. Now, granted, this is like a few months ago, but like he's got like a pinky, half a thumb, and then the whole in the middle is dunzo.
We thought y'all were playing when it happened, though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought
a lot of people did. King Pill was making all these Instagram reels about how the whole thing was fake and how everybody was stupid for falling for it.
And we were still cool with King Pill at the time. And I remember, like, in the group chat, you were like, yo, what the f is wrong with this retard King Pill? Like, and
I'm still cool with King Pill.
Yeah, but I mean, that was retarded, though.
It's just crazy because people try to act like I'm lying.
About which part?
Tell me what I'm lying about. Yeah, I would love to know. Like, I'm not like people trying to like, I'm looking at the chat. I'm seeing people trying to kind of make this into like a narcissistic rant. It's like, no, this is me telling the truth in the face of somebody who's publicly lying about me.
So you said it was at the end of that clip.
Yeah, it'll probably be out weeks from now because they're rolling it out so slow. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say he accommodated the man a whole lot. You feel me? He didn't interview certain people based on how 4 Extras felt.
I was very committed to maintaining this relationship. The idea that I would have just got on the podcast and laughed and made fun of him is so crazy.
Hold on, you was due to go to Pomona with King Pill. He went on Fig and Vernon. You canceled that, didn't go because of that. That's 2 things.
There you go. And to anybody who's saying that I'm lying, all you got to do is find the clip. And there's only 2 podcasts that you could even try to find the clip in, because I did the news on Monday right after it happened, and then I did the No Jumper show Tuesday. And by that point, we were already fully like after that Tuesday show, he was done. And all I'm saying is like, find the clip. Let me know like where you can find the clip of me laughing at him, because I have watched the footage. There is a part where I laughed. Want to know when I laughed? That's because Lush was like, I say, yo, this situation exploded onto the internet. And Lush goes, are you sure that's the proper use of words there?
See, Lush always pointing out.
I know, but I'm saying like
exploded is a crazy.
The whole room starts laughing, and I kind of like laughed at the fact that Lush had tried to make a joke about it, but like skewing that as like, oh, I laughed at him is not accurate. But that's what he's trying to get the world to believe. But again, the challenge is on. We need the footage.
I can honestly say early on, before Adam started making his own little jokes, and King
Pill.
No, and Adam, they wasn't doing no laughing at none of this I had to say. But you know, I can say that. But you know, I mean, bro, you in the public. All right now, bro, you gotta get more thick skin, bro. Like for real. That's just what it is.
To be fair though, it's a
don't
pretty
like middle
traumatic
folk.
thing, right? Like,
So what?
But you still gotta act like a grown up.
Exactly.
Nigga, what nigga? Oh man, he got homies that's paralyzed from his hood. Niggas got like, bro, what are you traumatic? It get more traumatic, and then you did it to yourself.
Like, okay, we could compare him to somebody like I remember when T-Rail did the episode with, I think it was Mozzie or it was maybe Wiz, and like they were making jokes about his arm the whole time, right? Like in front of Wiz. And it's kind of awkward because it's like, you know, you're like sitting with a famous dude and like you're just gonna keep making jokes about my disability the whole time. And then next day in the group chat, T-Rail tells them like, yo, I ain't with that. Like y'all gotta like respect me more and not be making those jokes on the podcast in front of famous people like this or whatever.
that is weird.
And I agreed. I 100% agreed. And think about what the reason is. What's the difference between T-Rail and For Extra? T-Rail was just trying to ride a motorcycle and he fell. And that's how you up. So you gotta like you gotta kind of feel bad for him.
That's the same.
It is all right. It's not that bad because
shit.
riding a
Shit. They both did it to themselves.
But okay, if he was riding a motorcycle, but this is the thing: riding a motorcycle is like a valid form of transportation. Playing with illegal fireworks and you blow your hand up is kind of like, well, you did do some dumb shit, right? You got to take some accountability there. The motorcycle, maybe you were doing it in an unsafe way, but riding a motorcycle is perfectly legal and a normal pastime, right?
I mean, you heard the story T-Rail told about his. I think he was driving super fast on it and stuff. So I mean,
yeah,
So it was a damn fool move.
Man, all that, bro. Nigga be pacifying adults. Hey, no, for real. Hey, bro, he was getting pacified up here at No Jumper for sure.
See, okay, I'm just going to zero in on this one comment. Keep it a buck and take accountability, bro. We all seen you doing slosh in on the jokes, fool. Okay.
At what point?
Yeah. Where's the clip?
No, at what point though?
Yeah. When?
Yeah. Show
Find the clip.
No, because I ain't no Adam Glazer. I'm saying at what point?
Because later on, once he deaded the friendship, yes, we started joking on.
That's
him.
what I'm saying. At what
But
point?
that was not my intention at all. And I find it so amazing how you'll have so many people in the comments who want to say, no, it was like this. It's the same thing with everybody says that I said that I wanted to stop doing rap content and start doing politics.
Oh yeah,
you did.
So many people have said that.
Did you say it?
No, I never said it. And same thing with this situation. I offered $1,000. I said, find the
Why
clip.
is 1,000 always the number?
Just because it's a significant amount of money. Like if you knew that the clip was out there, wouldn't you sit around for an hour or two and try to find the clip to get $1,000?
Yeah,
it's made up. It doesn't exist. And people swear and they say it over and over and over like it's real. It's kind of amazing.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
You probably touched on it and said it in a different type of context, and then they said you said that.
Yeah, I mean, what they are confusing is that like weeks later, once he had already made it clear that he didn't f- with me, then I started to like, you know, be a little bit more disrespectful or whatever and say how I actually felt was like, that was pretty dumb. You shouldn't have done that.
Is there any, okay, so you know how Spuddy Face did the pod with you and Ant, like I guess a month ago or so, or a month and a half ago, maybe. Type
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. During that time, obviously, you know, Spuddy Face and Faux Extra are their cousins, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They related. Was there any dialogue between you and Spuddy Face at that point? Like, hey, because you know he's like,
yeah, the only conversation was Spuddy Face saying, "Yo, I'll do the interview. I want to do the interview, but I don't want to talk about For Extra."
Oh, so okay,
Yeah,
so that was like a stipulation.
So we maybe his name might have came up once or twice, but we didn't really talk about him.
Okay, because the reason I brought that up is because I feel like when there's people that are more just reasonable, that are able to have that type of dialogue, it could be potentially advantageous for all parties. Because
advantageous, break it down.
It could be more. It could be better for everybody involved. Like all sides could benefit from it.
All I really got to say For Extra is that when you're doing your tax returns, which I'm sure you do yourself, when you're doing your tax returns this year, I just want you to think about how much money you made when you were with me and how much money you're making without me. And at some point, despite how up your own ass your head is, at some point, you're going to realize that you made a stupid decision and you did it based on something that was almost entirely invented within your mind.
Hey, guess what though? I don't think y'all shit too far removed. I think Cause this sound like a you gonna regret this love song type, right? So and I know it's a decline in its dividends on his end because you is compensating him.
Which if he was standing on business, sure. But he wasn't standing on business. He was just running off, trying to get a better deal with somebody else and hating on me for some that didn't even take place.
Hey, look,
How much those Kevin
Gates?
Kevin Gates.
Yeah. He run around acting like Kevin Gates is his savior. Like, who made more money for you, me or Kevin Gates?
No, but
you ain't gonna see the money just yet on the Kevin Gates.
Depending on how much money that song and then I'm pretty sure Kevin Gates probably just gave him the streams off that song. Like, man, look.
You can't. You talking about hypotheticals, bro?
Yeah.
Or he was.
I'm talking hypothetically because he's basically alluding to it. You know what I'm saying in the video with Trap Lord Ross when he's putting out envelopes of money. Yeah, I watched a part of it. Now it's a new clip out today that's been floating around, but I've been running around handling business before I had to head up here.
Did you see the
Kevin Gates need the West Coast that bad?
I think if Spotty Face and 4 Extras is on good terms, Spotty Face would be the perfect person to broker the peace treaty between 4 Extras and Adam.
But in retrospect, probably part of why Spotty Face wanted to do No Jumper is because he might have already kind of not been seeing eye to eye with 4 Extra, which I don't know that. But it's possible because they fell out over the DC Baby Draco thing to the public. But it makes me wonder if maybe there was already something.
No, because the interview happened and they still went to
the big sad show. You're right.
That was weird.
Yeah, so they still went.
That was weird. Well, why'd you open it up for a nigga from that's from where he from, but you like fake stand on business? Which one is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can feel the viewers.
I mean,
no, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. And be cool, calm, collective. You declined to be on the what's this shit called? The cipher.
Yeah,
you didn't want to. Yeah, you declined
because and on there, and he cool, calm. He not worried about you, but you open up for that say West LA trades every other word, and then you on vlog talking about some Hoover and 43rd, but disrespectful. So which one is it, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you opening it up. Nigga, for a nigga that's for trade, opening it up. You getting everybody warmed up and ready for him. Like, so I don't understand, bro, because I'm one way. That's how I am.
Okay, pick and choose when you want somebody to lose.
Yeah, I could dialogue with somebody from the opposition hood, like long as you like one of the respectable members or like you like minded. Like, I would never want to sit down with like no Crip Mac or no 4 Extras, but other than that, it's some people I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying?
Keep in mind, because like you could look at it like Top 5 was supporting Kendrick the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He was standing on business when he was getting into it with Kendrick.
Drake. He
was standing on business for Drake. He was going hard. He was basically like he's going on act talking about how he would kill Kendrick, how hit a J3, beefing with him, beefing with every single person that's pro Kendrick, whatever, going in on LeBron, all this. But when you really look at it, Drake during this whole time period, aside from the music, said almost nothing. Drake's team, all the people that were around Drake, they said almost nothing. All the people signed to OVO, they said nothing. All of his alliances like 21 Savage, et cetera, all these people, Lil Durk, et cetera, who were super close to him, they said nothing. Top 5 was the only one jumping out the window to talk about it. But why? Because Top 5 was getting crazy amounts of clout off it. He was in the blogs getting posted every day. Like, why did I want to go to his hood and do a video? Why did Trap Lord Ross do a whole hour-long video about him at that time? Because he was getting hella clout off of basically like saying and doing all the shit that Drake wouldn't do because Drake was moving about the battle in a more classy way. So to look at that, like I do look at him as being kind of self-serving during the Kendrick beef.
Well, wasn't his whole thing
Drake to ask for none of this? You hopped out there yourself. That's just like somebody just hopping out there unbeknownst and just start just going crazy because they see you getting into it. Somebody, they just start going harder than you.
I wouldn't be surprised if at one point Drake said like, "Yo, I fuck with you, but you can't be doing all this. You got to fall back a little bit." Well, some of this is crazy.
That's why his feelings was in so tough. You know what I'm saying? Because he did all that front line. You know, he front line and everything.
Shit, who told you the front line?
Him even saying something like "I'm Drake's shooter"
is crazy.
Yeah, like
exactly.
Like that's like, because then think about it. If he shoots somebody and the cops are able to like connect the dots, bro, like that's an incriminating ass statement that could easily be used against Drake in a court of law. Like that's the last thing Drake want to be worrying about. He's lived a whole career with like almost no legal activity. That's not the kind of that he wants to.
And that's why I believe he's not a shooter.
No, I'm talking about Drake.
No,
top five.
I don't believe top five like that. How do you think he a clout chaser?
Now, do you guys think that like because Drake was?
What's the sorry about?
That's a toss up.
I have spent time around, talked to him a lot. There's definitely part of me that wonders how much of it is like him really being a killer versus him just like being really good at using the killing that maybe his homies did or that people from his neighborhood did as a marketing stunt. I'm still open to the possibility that he shot people and shit. I mean, he did get arrested with a gun like pretty recently and stuff. I'm sure that, you know, he's dangerous to some extent.
But you got, I just want you to keep in mind because I know I see people like they play with you because you're not a street person. They could tell you anything. You be like, but just because you're on a murder case don't mean you're a murderer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of rappers out there who are kind of claiming bodies that their hood caught, you know, or like their homie caught or whatever. I mean, there's like infinite rappers.
You was around.
That's like the
biggest.
biggest
In the front yard when it happened. You got cuffed up too.
And I don't even think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I feel like it's you're a rapper. You're kind of rounding up. Yeah, it wasn't me.
You're on the team.
If it wasn't me, but it was my hype man, then I'm gonna basically say that I got two. I got two hats. Yeah. My DJ and my hype man got one. So
but yeah, that man hopped all the way out the window, clout chasing, man. Like Drake don't owe that dude like nothing, man. He hopped out there being a mascot.
And think about it, like you know how they always say like everybody cool until you say no one time.
Yeah,
I mean, this is that 100%. Because like, who's done more positive for top five in his life than Drake? We wouldn't even really know about top five if it wasn't for Drake. The only reason the top five is a thing is because he's associated with Drake. Otherwise, he's like a Canadian shooter that's funny on social media. Like, it would be a thing, but it wouldn't be that big a thing. Like, and the fact that he burnt that bridge over something like that is just kind of crazy to me.
How high was he?
But you're the only person that been around him in person.
He don't even get fucked up.
That's the weird
thing.
He
don't drink or do drugs.
You're the only person that been around him in person in here, right? So how like because on the internet, I just don't take him serious. Like, how serious you take him?
I mean, like when I'm with him in his neighborhood, and it's like he's around all these dudes who really seem like they're getting busy because these are dudes where they made me take their faces out of the video. They're being like super serious about this guy can't be on camera. The cops pull up into the cul-de-sac. A couple of the dudes just walk away. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
Look,
for sure they got it on them. Yeah.
People make jokes like because of the accent and they think it's like funny or this or that. But Toronto, like, there, those trenches out there are some of the most dangerous in North America.
If you're playing me, like I'm not.
No, not you. I'm
dialect
saying,
or
like,
accent at all.
People in like that seems to be a thing.
But I mean, top five was like he talks hella shit and he says mad shit that's like blatantly not true. You know, he's all talking about presses trans. I bring up Chromaz. He goes for the most extreme thing because I bring up Chromaz. He says, yeah, we used to run trains on Chromaz. We used to gangbanger. You know, you bring up Drake. I'm Drake's shooter. Like, he always takes every single topic to the most furthest extreme. And the reality is like, he probably knows like a dude or two who fuck Chromaz. Yeah, okay. Like, he probably like has been in a situation where he would have shot. But Drake doesn't need a shooter. Let's just state the obvious.
He R&B.
He got a big ass security team around him all the time. If he really had an issue with somebody, I don't think he's like sending a random goon.
Drake is a pop star. He can afford to have armed police officers protecting him if he wants to.
Like,
he likes hanging out with
megastar.
I think he likes kicking it with the goons. I don't think he wants a goon putting in work for him because then Drake's not an idiot. He knows that as soon as that goon puts in work for him, that goon's going to be able to hold it over his head for the rest of his life.
Don't tell on the whole gang.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah, like Dom said.
It's going to be Uncle Rico. And then he going to be at the top. It's going to be a diaphragm with top five. The other dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really like bringing heat to Drake and OVO with that weird shit.
Now, what top five saying about Drake? He said some crazy stuff about him.
Well, he posted a picture of Kendrick and he put the "Not Like Us," right? What was the other shit he said? I forgot already.
That was the first thing he said was
that just looks so lame because what you think Kendrick gonna take you on now?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. He was basically saying like,
how these boys be doing in the game? They be
this the troll error, so I guess he's just trolling. And I think he got his bag up off of, I could be wrong, off of Drake and his notoriety.
Sure.
And now he feel like he don't need him. You know what I'm saying?
But he's gonna isolate himself because this is the thing, is like when it comes to beefing, it's a bad idea to beef with somebody who's like way more popular than you. Because you're making it so inconvenient for everybody around you. Like you're telling me like all those dudes that hang out with Top 5. If Drake said, "Yo, I got a show tonight," or like I'm going to the club, he hit up a couple of them and said, "Yo, I want you to pull up to the club with me." You don't think they're going?
Of course. No, not the real street niggas.
So that's a problem. Yeah, I mean,
set it out.
Hey, maybe if they're such Top 5 day ones, they wouldn't do it. But I'm guessing that a bunch of the people around Top 5 are looking at Top 5 thinking like, "Bro, you just turned us into Drake ops. For what reason, bro? Like, we didn't want to be Drake ops. We wanted to be able to with Drake at some point in the future. We wanted to be able to keep cool with him. Why are you starting beef with him?"
Let's keep it real. He gonna cut off their whole team.
If Top 5 standing on something valid, like the streets gonna rock with him. If not, they go like me on. You know what I'm saying?
But that
I don't want to make no comparison. Then I'll be moving the goalposts and switching the subject. But like, you know what I'm saying?
but the Drake, that's one of Drake's tricks. Because remember when Drake was beefing with X, what'd he do? Hit up me and told me he wanted to do an interview, and he hit up Trippie Redd and said, "Hey, let's do a song." So right there, one of X's best friends in the game, X is looking at him like a traitor, and it never even got to the point. I don't even think I told X that Drake hit me up saying that, but like that was like, you know, he basically like none of X's friends were gonna turn down a gift of goodwill from Drake because it was just too beneficial, and everybody actually with him like that. Everybody looked at Drake at like, oh, he's just like a cool ass dude. He makes amazing music. Like they would want to with him. So it's like Drake could do that. Drake could make all of Top 5's friends look fishy and by just shining a little light on them.
I hate that you said that.
Why?
Because like now we backtracking to the interview earlier with Stan G, and he was making that same example with Gucci Mane and the people in Memphis, right?
Yeah.
So like you just kind of proved this point.
Well, what Stan was saying was that Gucci, when he had a real issue with Yo Gotti, that he went and signed a lot of the artists from Memphis to kind of, you know, make it complicated for Gotti or whatever.
With Dolphins.
But that's what I'm saying. Drake could make the same kind of power play, and I would not be surprised if he did, because it's not like Top 5 surrounded by artists. He's just got all these homies around him.
Which is funny because I said this before, that would have been, I think it would have changed the dynamic of that battle between Drake and Kendrick if he would have exploited certain things like what everybody was saying about the Draco. You know what I mean? And that could have somewhat swayed.
That would have helped you.
I mean, it could have somewhat swayed certain people in LA's perception on that. You know,
but everybody already saying it though.
I also think that was way less of like a real narrative. Besides, I think like your social media feed is actually like a Draco fan feed. So you thought that was more of a topic of conversation than it actually was.
I do feel like it would have been impactful in that battle.
Hey, honestly,
0.01%.
I
don't know about that.
No. You a hip hop.
Considering the dude has a song with him.
Yeah, but I mean, when the world at large talked about Kendrick and Drake, the Draco comparison is like the most minor addition, minor percentage of that conversation imaginable.
But you know why? Is because
in LA it might seem like a thing. In the rest of the country, they never heard.
But a lot of people weren't even aware of it because these are like the localized things. Like a lot of people don't know outside of Toronto who Pressa is, who Northside Benji, who Plaga is, or who
I'm saying battles are won by big
like,
things, like a hit record, like not like us, or you have a baby that you're hiding from the world.
No, but I'm saying like as
you
far
are a pedophile.
But if there's something that you could use when you're exploiting something that is your opposition's in their own backyard, that locally in his own field, in Kendrick's backyard, people are talking about,
bro.
Way too deep.
I don't know. I think I have battle rap strategy knowledge, and that's why I said
we
that.
do like a stream? I want to go song for song on GNX because I don't hear. I'm trying to hear it though, and I'm not being biased. I swear to God on my daughters, bro. I don't hear what they saying. Like you know what I'm saying? What is it? The cadences or like help me out?
Yeah, or what? We could do that another time.
Let's do that another time. Let's
Oh yeah, y'all was right too.
You really did digging in the crates.
What was you right about, brother?
Okay.
X4 was here definitely before 4 Extras.
Okay, you are right. January 2nd, 2024 was the first 4 Extra interview. January 2nd. And then X4, October 30th, 2023. So like
yeah, but
it was like 2 months apart.
You got for you to even want him up here, he's already.
Keep in mind, because like you could look at it like top 5 was supporting Kendrick the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He was standing on business when he was getting into it with Kendrick.
Drake. He was
with Drake. He was standing on business for Drake. He was going hard. He was basically like he's going on act talk.
With that being said, this is one for the hip hop heads right here. A lot of people been
we gotta get it.
A lot of people been tripping, have very strong opinions, strong reactions. Hot 97, for those that don't know, that is the primary radio station in New York City, possibly the most notable hip hop radio station in history, if you really want to break it down. They canceled their staple morning show, Ebro in the Morning. Ebro went crazy on social media. He said basically because he was being too political and wasn't kowtowing to Trump and speaking up against the right. Academics and others publicly called him out for blaming the cancellation on politics and not what a lot of other people have been pointing out are very, very dwindling numbers. I think also a lot of people were surprised at the fact that this is a guy who has been talking about YouTube and new hip hop media and the advent of popularization of people having a voice on YouTube and not mainstream radio being the sole gatekeeping voice for hip hop. And now all of a sudden he's got a morning show on YouTube. But let's see what Ebro got to say. You feel me? Sacramento's own Ebro.
Subscribe to Ebro in the Morning on YouTube. Told y'all a couple of weeks ago when they tried to run that Andrew Cuomo play on me. Remember that? And then they tried, you know, when the Trumpster got in office. Listen, man, I don't capitulate well, bro. Been doing this too long. If you look around all the major media outlets, look at all the major media outlets, man. All of them. Look at all of them. They all got to fold up because they all trying to renew their deals, their licenses. They all, well, in this particular situation, we'll get into more specifics another.
You feel like a hater.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll say this: Ebro's been a dude, and you know, Rosenberg as well. Shouts to them that have been holding it down in New York radio for a long time. However, one of the main things that they've been doing is trying to preserve the quote unquote old head mentality. In doing so, that is good for hip hop because it's like, all right, it's important to know your foundation, it's important to know your roots. But like, for example, when the 2016 class was blowing up and it was Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty and all these dudes, 21 Savage and Playboy Cardi, all these new guys coming up, they made it a point to kind of like down talk them and be like, oh, like you're not going to be around in a few years. You don't have the, you know, like you're just a flash in the pan. You need to learn how to rap on Wu-Tang instrumentals and things like that. And even though I got where they were coming from, they turned out to be completely wrong because every single person that I just mentioned is now like significantly more relevant within the context of the culture that they're trying to quote unquote protect, aka gatekeep. So it's like at a certain point, like I'm an older head in hip hop culture, and I have my preferences. Like, I wish everybody rapped like Jadakiss and Beanie Siegel in 2002, but it's 2025, and that's not the case. You know what I mean? So we kind of have to be aware of this youth-driven culture, and still give some merit to creative processes that might be beyond our scope of our understanding because we're older. So you know, I think that's what a lot of the critique about these guys was. Their numbers wound up dwindling and failing. He said his other co-hosts basically were very gracious and were like, thanks to all the supporters, shouts to the fans. But Ebro was like, they got rid of me because they're trying to silence me. I'm speaking up against Trump and the evil powers that be. They need to get me the out of there.
Hold on, can we touch on that part right quick though, for real? Because you know what I thought was so ironic about this video from him is that he goes on to say that these major corporations, all they care about is access, so they can bring their billion-dollar friends to concerts and whatever it may be. But there
may be some truth to that.
It is a lot of truth to that. But this is like, he coined himself like the #1 gatekeeper in hip hop. And now he's complaining that he can't get access, as he was denying at the door, or trying to deny him at the door, that made it through the door. And like you said, are way more relevant to him. This dude is the biggest hater, the biggest cornball. I don't really care about his hip hop history and everything that he's done, because he's just a bad person. And that's what we seen, bro. Like the Uzi rubbed me so wrong when I seen it.
He was he'd always do that. He always do hating ass shit with all kind of rappers that come up. He always just has that type of mentality, like, yeah, like if you don't come up with the old way, then you're less than, and you're just not as good. And I just feel like, do you reap what you sow, gang?
It's retarded, bro. You can't gatekeep hip hop. You can't gatekeep this culture. You can't, like you said, you can't put it in a box and make it be this one thing that you want it to be, because every coast, every region makes it something of their own. And that's 100%. What the spirit of hip hop is. It's a revolutionary act, bro. And he's trying to, as much as he's saying he don't want the commercialized in it, he's a commercial ass. You a radio host, bro. You are a radio host at a major conglomerate. You are a commercial ass, bro. And now you mad that they changed the little key pass on your ass and you can't go into the office.
That's what I'm about to say.
You was trying to keep out.
So when Sus said you agree with you. So but he got phased out. Like
they canceled the show.
They canceled the
like,
show.
Like you all knows out with the O, right?
Yeah, get
Pretty
out of
much.
here. Yeah, for sure.
And Drake had responded with he put the axe emoji in the comments for the announcement, aka like, you got axed, like you got fired. And
after he been shitting on up and coming for a decade.
Well, yeah,
this nigga called Drake a cancer to the culture, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this dude is hasn't had the most favorable things to say about Drake.
How old is this dude, bro?
I would say
roughly what,
50.
Man? That's it.
Late
50, not even old.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, let's see what happened. But it,
I mean, it's like,
is he not actually replying to Drake here though, right? It's like tweets where him and Rosenberg go in on Drake's axe emoji, right?
Yeah, I mean, and so like if you watch his entire clip, what Ebro was saying is essentially the I'm not down to bend over for these radio corporate interests. All they care about is, they're trying to raise venture capitalist money. I'm going to speak up against Netanyahu, and I'm going to speak up against Israel, and they're trying to get venture capitalist money from potential Israeli investors and bankers.
If that was the case, though, for real, oh my god,
what are you talking about?
Oh my god. Get fired, and it's because he was
for your civil rights and all this kind of bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
All of a sudden,
you was about to speak out. You was about to the game up with some confidential information, so they had to get you out of there. All right.
Oh my god!
I thought that was a long-lasting conversation too. That Jews, like the quote-unquote evil Jews, have been controlling the music industry for several decades, and whether or not that's true or not, that's not necessarily like a new narrative. That's
at
not
all.
Like a huge,
We've been
like,
knew that. They've been saying that.
Expose. This is the same that Ye was tripping about a couple years ago. No,
like niggas been saying that. Been saying that since NWA and Jerry Heller, bro.
Exactly.
Right. And now you want to be hip hop. Now, if that's even the case, right? And got all the money and they just divvying it out to here and there, and you want to be Malcolm X and free everybody, bro, then why wasn't you letting these young come up here and get their money and get their shine? And so you transfer the wealth from the, evil corporate conglomerate into your own people's pockets. Like this are so backwards, bro. Like, he's a dude that thinks about what is cool all day. I could just tell he sits in his house like, nah, that ain't cool. That ain't it. Like, this is, you feel me? Need to be
I
like
don't know what is cool. Like the new is cool, and he not embracing it.
Exactly. No,
So he thinking about some
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
he not willing to change. Like
Yeah,
he not
yeah.
trying to evolve. You know what I'm saying?
He is so stuck in nostalgia and a specific era that he genuinely in his head thought like, oh, this is another flash in the pan trend. Oh, this guy Lil Uzi Vert, he's gonna be here today, gone tomorrow, like ringtone rap. This ain't gonna be. He genuinely in his head believed that, despite the metrics, despite like me, like is that my era? Obviously not. Like I was in my 30s when that shit came out, but I was super hip to it and studying because I was like, oh, this is what's cracking right now. This is what's moving people. So I was like, oh, this is clearly like an artistic progression, people doing things outside of the box, like using Uzi specific as an example, and like the cadences that he pioneered, like the type of beats that he was rapping on, him being from Philly, but like not even sounding more like an ATL artist, if anything, at the time. Like there are so many elements of him that made him super interesting that could have been focused on from like a radio mainstream perspective. And then you have guys like that who are like, nah, B, but like you didn't rap over Cream.
And when you
like,
highlight,
what the f- are you talking about?
when you highlight like that though, you just make the culture look good. Like instead of thinking about what Uzi's doing wrong, think about what he's doing right. Like black people love to be like, we could skate on air if we wanted to. We could do anything. Put on a Madonna beat. I'm about to rap over this. Whatever.
And what
you know
is
what
he,
I'm
bro?
saying?
What race is he?
I can't believe he's from Sacramento. That I'm still trying to get
I'm
over
not,
that.
I think he's clearly, I would guess mixed, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to like.
Yeah, I'm saying like if this not no black man, this conversation needs to stop and we just need to move
I
on.
think Ebro's black. His co-host is white though, white Jewish guy.
Rosenberg is white,
bro.
Ebro's black.
Hey, but that's kind of how Joe Budden got at Yachty.
Are we sure, bro?
Yeah, it's the same exact thing that Joe Budden
Ebro
did.
don't
to
look
Yachty.
like no black man, bro.
And Joe Budden turned out to be super wrong.
Yeah, right. Because he was on Yachty bumper.
That nigga looks Spanish.
Yeah, black father and a Jewish mom. Like he said, he's Drake. That's why he was hating on Drake. He said, I should have did it. God damn.
That's while you're
White
joking.
mama.
That's it.
White mama. White man. White man.
And the cool part is, like, I knew who Ebro was before he was even on Hot 97 because he was on local Sacramento radio and doing like underground things like that. And there's a lot of dope underground acts that I would like. Shouts to the homies.
Oh, so he's not from Sac, but he was working.
No, he is though. He's from.
He talk like from New York now.
He's been working out there so long.
That's been a
20
question
years.
that people have had.
But that's still.
He's been out there 20
He's definitely from
years.
Sacramento.
Oh, he probably did it on some radio to be relatable to the people and whatever. That makes sense. You feel me?
Okay.
X4 was here definitely before 4 Extras.
Okay, you are right. January 2nd, 2024 was the first 4 Extra interview. January 2nd.
Thanks for everybody tuning in, man. So what's gonna be is basically you heard Munchie react to. We heard the whole cast react to the Lucky from Hoodstocks racial comment. You heard them speak on the 4 Extra situation, Diddy situation, E-Bros today. That was a clip from today. Shout out to the No Jumper Clips. We off to the next one, man. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Hype, share. Hit that notification bell. We gone.